Hello everyone, this is Cracked Survival here, and today I'm doing a video on what I would normally pack in a regular day-to-day Bergen for a regular standard camp. For a regular weekend camp, so Friday till Sunday. So of course, I'm going to start off in the boot, then we'll start getting the kit, personal admin, and then civvies, and then your waterproofs and warm kit, stuff like that. So obviously, if you watched my last video, you've already seen my standard all big defenders, brown boots. Of course, you've got to polish the whole boot as normal, which I said in the Fieldcraft video. You've still got to polish the whole boot, which I do get bollocked quite a lot for, because I only polish the toe caps, because that's all I really care about. Next bit is your socks. Black cotton. You normally get issued them with your kit. I've got 4 pairs because I got some off a friend, which was given loads of kit. Then we're moving on to other bits like regular kits, so your regular MTPs. Of course, this time you can see my berry. This here was my old cap badge. I can't wear this anymore because it's for a cap or some sort, because it's got a safety pin on the back. So the difference with this cap badge is that it is a straight metal bar that just slides into the berry. So it's just a standard artillery cap badge made out of maybe steel, don't know. It's quite a weak substance, well, quite a weak solid. Then you've got your standard blueberry. Doesn't look blue, it looks more black to the human eye. It's a navy bluish colour. Obviously you've got your standard kit, so you've got your shirt, standard issue belt, and your pants. Now let's move on to personal admin. So in the last video, obviously, I've got some bits and bobs that are still part of it. So obviously, you've got your creams and stuff like that for camps, and your hand sanitizer and stuff like that. So obviously, first off, notepad and pen. Normally, 1 stars will be in classrooms, maybe. Sometimes practical. 2 stars are probably out, but they'll still have to write down notes. So let's put this back over here. Next we'll move on to some new ones that are in. So obviously remember to bring your phone charger. I think my phone charger is roughly around 1/2 meter. Just a regular plug with a USB port on the bottom for the charger. You've got a 10,000 milliamp power bank, which at the moment isn't charged because I've used it. So as you can see, it's only got 1 lit up, if I can actually focus on the camera. But it's only got 1 lit up because I've used it quite a bit. Now let's move on to, so obviously you've got your regular twists and stuff like that. So obviously you can use the ties on the bottom of your pants, which I've already said in a previous video. Next we'll move on to money and stuff like that. So I'm just going to £1 coin to obviously show as just a little example. So money is optional for going to camp. Normally £10 is max, but you've got to make sure it's not all in notes, because obviously they don't carry that much change on them. Next, start regular knife. Obviously it's been run down quite a bit because I use it quite often. So if you watch my previous video, you'll see that it's just got a standard between 2 to 4 inch blade, and it's also got a wood saw if you want to cut wood down. It's got a lot of other compartments. I'll explain that in a different video, which might be tomorrow, maybe, don't really know. So let's put that back. Next I'll move on to torches and stuff like that. So these are just 2 regular torches. So this one, it's got bright, dark, and very fast, and a very fast strobe. So let's put this back. Oh, and you can also unscrew the top. So let's do that. Give me a minute. There we go. So you can turn this on. You can make it into a lantern. You can dim it down, which normally you would do in Fieldcraft, and it's got a very fast strobe. So you can just screw that back, screw it back on, and then this little bit here can be used to hang it up like a lantern. So let's put that back. This here is a really old issued torch. This is a red filter, so red light, so it's less detectable during the night time if you're in the field. I've never used it because obviously I've got no batteries in the bottom, so let's just unscrew the cap real quick. So in the cap you've got 2 spare bulbs for the inside. This is the spring. Then on the inside, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 massive batteries that go into the bottom. So let's screw this back on. I only got this recently, so I can't really use it for camps since it's only recent. Of course, you already know about the DEET cream, but obviously if you're new and you didn't watch my previous video, I'll go over it again. So you've got DEET cream, which is 34% cream, obviously. It's got the ingredients on the back, I think. Yeah, it's got the ingredients on this bit here where I'm tapping my thumb. I'd much prefer Mozzie spray because Mozzie spray is way better than what the cream is. Then you've got your sun lotion. This is SPF 30. But as some people put it, it's ginger cream because obviously ginger people have a thin kind of skin, so they're quite vulnerable to the sunlight, UV light off the sun. So I'd recommend SP 40 to 50 if you're in damp, kind of dampish but warm conditions, and SPF 60 if it's quite warm and not very damp. Obviously you've got your tub of, small little bottle of hand sanitizer. Obviously this is quite hard to get a hold of nowadays because obviously COVID-19. So yeah, it's only a 50p bottle from Asda, even though the prices are skyrocketing just because they want to get more money. Now let's move on to the polish kit. So let's pull this over. So lighter would be to melt the polish onto your boot. So you put a layer of polish on with just a rag or something like that. I'd recommend a Selvyt, but I don't have one. I'll put a picture up of that now. And this is what I use for an off brush. Normally people will go for a rougher one, but it's pure bristles. I got this from cadets from when I was a recruit. This is a soft brush because I prefer soft brush to a hard brush because soft brush just gives a better shine in my opinion. Now move on to polish. So I've got brown boots, so I've got dark tan, even though I should be using mid tan, but Kiwi don't sell them anymore. I do have a smaller tub, but I couldn't find it. This is just black boot polish, so this is just an example for my parade boots. So my parade boots are actually here. I showed them in the Fieldcraft video. So these are my parade boots. I haven't polished them in a while, so they're not going to be that shiny. So yeah, let's put these back. Also, not to forget to mention this time, not going to forget the smock. Obviously we are standard MTP smock, which is windproof. So now, yeah, more personal admin. Bin bags. This is just in case your gash bag gets full if you're in a room, so these are quite useful. Then you've got your wash kit. So wash kit is quite important when you're on regular camps. So let's just open this. Right, so you've got your toothpaste, deodorant, toothbrush. Doesn't really matter what type of toothbrush you have. face rag for camp cream, which I used at annual camp. Shower gel. If you get a tash, razor, and that's all I've got in there for the moment as far as today. So yeah, I'll get that sorted away and then we'll move on to the warm kit because I kind of forgot about it. Well, the next bit, well, never mind. The next bit of wash kit is your towel. So nothing special about a towel, just dries you off. So yeah, I'll get this sorted and we'll move on to the warm kit and waterproofing. Okay, so now all of that's squared away. Let's just move my parade boots. Warm kit. So showed these two in previous video. So you've got your standard Norwegian fleece. You've got the ones that cadets aren't supposed to have, but it does a way better job keeping you warm in cold conditions than the Norwegian one, because this one is a lot thinner than this one, which is a heavy duty fleece, olive green. Next, move on to waterproofing. I don't actually have any waterproofs, I'm just using a basher for an example. So this is just Gore-Tex, which you'll put over your kit. Normally you would have these anyway if you're going out, so you'll get given them, and you'd put them into a day sack or field pack, like that one, my black field pack, which I showed in the previous video. So I hope you all enjoyed this little run through of what I normally take on a regular camp. But one thing before I go, gotta mention the civvies, completely forgot. So obviously just regular civvy shoes that you wear on civvy streets. So you got a jacket, t-shirt, a pair of pants, jeans that I normally prefer, but normally I wear a tracksuit. That was basically just the fastest run through of the civvies, because there's nothing really interesting about civvies when going to camps. So yeah, this is the end of this video, and I'll see you all later. Also, I also forgot to mention an item that isn't here because I forgot to pull it out. Make sure you bring some pajamas with you, unless you're going to be sleeping in boxers, or you could bring a pair of shorts with you, maybe a tank top. Just a quick run through of the last bit because I completely forgot about. So yeah, this is the final bit. See you all later.